Hello guys, in this video we will understand 7 elements of verbal communication. I'll also be sharing a smart tip at the end of the video, so please stay tuned till the end. First, tone of your voice. Tone is the emotion that is expressed through your voice. You could be happy, you could be sad, you could be sarcastic, or you could be doubtful. And based on how you feel, your tone of voice will change.
Hi.
Let us take this statement for instance. When you're happy, you would say, I'm so excited. When you want to sound sarcastic,
So excited about your letter.
and when you want to sound sad, you will not say this statement, right? To drive home the point, your emotions and the tone of your voice should be congruent. Be animated, be expressive. If you're feeling happy, sound like you're happy.
I am excited.
Second, the pitch of the voice. It is a perceived frequency of the sound or the note. Higher frequency notes are higher pitch and lower frequency notes are lower pitch. It is the shrillness to the bass characteristics. When you're angry, our voice tends to become high pitched. It's produced by the physiological activities in the larynx. And you would have noticed that men generally have low pitch due to comparatively a larger larynx. A tip here is that we should avoid monotony, that is, speaking with one pitch or little variation in the pitch. Make sure that you vary the speed as you speak to show emphasis and change in the meaning. We all had that one guy in our class who, when asked to read a paragraph, would go like this.
Blah 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 blah.
And I'm pretty sure by the end of it, the entire class would be asleep, right? And you don't want to be that guy. 3. The word stress. Word stress is the emphasis on specific words mainly to create impact. It does not necessarily mean that you increase your volume. It is so important that it can altogether change the meaning of the sentence. Let us look at a sentence and how its meaning changes as we shift the focus words. He is giving this bike to me. Here the focus word is he. That means that he is the one who's giving the bike. He is giving this bike to me. Here, giving is the focus word and it means that he's giving and not lending. He's giving this bike to me. Here, bike is the focus word and the meaning is bike is being given and nothing else. And finally, he's giving this bike to me. Here, me is the focus word and it means that I am getting the bike, not you. 4. The volume. Volume refers to how loud or how soft a speaker's level is. Loudness of your voice should be adjusted according to the size of the audience. Some speakers wrongly believe that the only way to sound convincing is to speak louder. On the other hand, speaking too softly in a group can signal low confidence. 5. The rate of speech. Rate of speech is the pace of speaking. Very high pace will make the speech difficult to understand.
The bell rang and the students all went to the auditorium with their teacher. Boom!
And too slow will make it tedious and boring. You should vary the speed depending on the audience's familiarity with the language and the subject. We should also take into consideration the environment and the medium of communication. Especially if it's a virtual mode of communication, we should speak at a slightly lower pace as compared to the in-person interaction. 6. Pause. A pause can be highly effective in emphasizing the upcoming subject, in gaining the listener's attention, and to give the audience time to process what have you just said. Pauses have to be at the right moments. Arbitrary and random pauses spoil the speech and are actually distracting. Pause creates effective suspense, and this suspense can lead to interest. The audience would want to find out the conclusion or what happened if you pause before the punchline or the conclusion. Now let's take a sentence and say it without a pause and with a pause. I feel that the most important thing in life is discipline versus I think that the most important thing in life is discipline. See the impact? 7. Vocabulary. Good communication is not only about many words or complex words.
They are warm, nice people with big hearts.
And that became they are humid, prepossessing Homo sapiens with full-sized aortic pumps.
It's about using the right words. Any word has two meanings. A denotative meaning, which is the literal meaning of the word. For example, stubborn could mean a person who does not change his or her stance. And the second meaning is a connotative meaning. This is a subjective meaning of the word. It refers to the judgment, feeling, or the perception of the listener about that word. For example, the same stubborn can be interpreted as a strong-willed person in the positive sense or an inflexible person in a negative sense. So in order to remove this subjectivity, strive to give context to the sentence. The most common vocabulary related mistakes are as follows. First, using the wrong words. He is a big man instead of he's an influential man. Using offensive words. People from that group are misers. Instead, you should be saying people from that group look for value for money because they're skilled. Using incorrect order of words which can confuse the listener. You are looking beautiful today versus today you are looking beautiful. Here the later might not be received as a compliment because it could imply that the other days you are actually not looking good. Now it's time for the smart tip, and the tip is about improving your vocabulary. Studies have shown that people perceive individuals with rich vocabulary to be more creative and more intelligent. People with rich vocabulary get hired quicker, promoted faster, and listened to a whole lot more. But the good news is that the difference between a respected vocabulary and a mundane one is only 50 words. Acquiring this vocabulary is super easy, and let us see how. All you need to do is think of a few frequently overused words. Words like smart, nice, pretty, or good. Look up synonyms for such words and say each of those synonyms aloud. Then pick a synonym which you are actually comfortable with.
Pick the word that sounds smartest. Oh my God, that's great. I'm smart. No, I'm brainy, bright, clever. I love this thing.
For example, if you consider the word smart, you will find dozens of synonyms. Some of them are colorful and rich, like ingenious, resourceful, adroit, and many more. One way to implement this tip is to substitute one word per day for 2 months, and you will soon be in the verbally elite. If you found this video helpful and informative, please like and subscribe to this channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you.